Hey, Art of Death, how you doing today? I'm just testing out my camera mounts real quick this morning. Okay, I am live on TikTok now as well. All right, let me see what the lighting looks like here. This looks better than it did the other day, I think. All right, I'm happy with that part. What's up, Lukesh? I'm just testing. I moved my cameras around a little bit, so I'm just trying to figure out what the lighting looks like and if I can more easily record my TikTok shorts on my phone at the same time. So I'll probably open a couple packs here, but I just wanted to mess around and see, like, how does this look to you, by the way? Is this better lighting than it has been for the past few streams? I think it's like auto focusing better, so the detail's more there. And I'm also down sampling from 4K to 1080p in OBS, so it should be a little bit better. It is kind of laggy. All right, let me see if I can adjust some settings here. Where's my settings? Oh, do I have to start it over? And what's up, Tom? All right, next time I go on, I will lower the bit rate since I don't think I need to be as high as I am. But at least on YouTube and Twitch, or YouTube especially, I think this is going to look really good. But I want to make sure my TikTok stream looks good too. All right, so based on your getting some lag, Lukesh, I'll adjust this next time. And right now my bit rate for this is set to 5800. I think I can lower it since I'm only doing 30 frames a second. I might do a stream latency and see if that helps your case as well. I would totally do it right now if I could. I don't want to stop the live, but I will definitely update this for the next one. Let's see. Allow other creators hear background music played on your computer. Interesting. Okay, cool. I'm gonna just push out all my audio in the next stream as well. I gotta download the YouTube. Like, I'm gonna download a bunch of lo-fi tracks off YouTube's Fairplay library and then see how that goes. But I'm either getting sick or something's happening. I have a really sore throat today, so I ordered some of those like numbing sore throat lozenges off Amazon, and I needed to make my minimum so that I could get the same day delivery. So I have Surging Sparks boosters as a as a result now. So I'm gonna rip some of these this morning. Let's see, maybe we'll rip some Destin. I don't know if I'm feeling Destin today, but I'm gonna start by ripping a couple of these Surging Sparks packs and just see how it looks on camera. All right, and let me actually set my recording up and see how this looks on my iPhone. Because the one thing I noticed is the way I had my cameras mounted last time when I wanted to do the higher quality video just on my iPhone, it was too low on my desk. So trying to fix that. Giveaway tallying is tedious. I blocked off like half a day tomorrow to finish doing the tallying, so I'll probably post the video by Wednesday or Thursday or so. Friday at the very latest. I might honestly wait till Friday so that I can actually put in the video like my hand holding an Ascended Heroes ETB, because I'll have one of them from my local card shop by that day. So we'll see, but I'll definitely have it posted this week. Let's see. Don't think it's camera FPS. Oh yeah, I haven't actually opened it yet, but I wonder if your Wi-Fi is having some issues or something. But anybody else that's watching this right now, let me know if it's glitching for you, and that'll help me troubleshoot if it might be on Lukesh's internet side or on my end. All right, oops, I forgot to start my video, so we're gonna open these two Surging Sparks first and see what we got. All right, and I have another light in front of my, like right next to my cameras now, so hopefully the lighting is better. There could be a little bit of shadows going on, but I think overall when there's a nice shiny hit of some kind, it'll look better on camera. So we're gonna try that out and see what happens here. Flittle, Landorus, and Cofagrius. All right, not much in that first one. Let's see what the next one looks like. to adjust the exposure on my stream camera that I'm simulcasting right now, but it's looking good on my iPhone, and it's very well centered in the iPhone screen, so just trying to get it so I can do both at the same time and everybody has a good view. Phoebus, Surfer, Gastrodon. All right, not much in those first 2 packs. And let's see. What's up, JC? Thanks for joining. Just testing cameras out, and I'm opening a couple packs while I do so to see what happens here with my camera quality. All right, 2 more Surging Sparks packs. Let's see what this looks like. Trying to get the highest possible quality I can for both streams and my normal recordings, so y'all are just kind of watching me experiment right now, but hopefully we get a decent view here. I'm trying to like balance it between both cameras. I might have to angle one of these a little farther down. Yamask, Vibrava, Black Kyurem EX. All right, we got a double rare. Yeah, and the quality is better on YouTube. I think TikTok's downsampling something, so I'm gonna need to mess with those settings later and see what's up there. But I'm definitely passing at least really high quality 1080p to YouTube. And I'm also passing both a vertical and a horizontal stream to YouTube. What's up, Bluey? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm just testing out my streaming equipment right now anyways, trying to see how to optimize my angles and lighting and stuff. So no worries. No, I can try. What card is it? Quaquaval. Ooh, okay. I guess this morning was a good day to open packs. Look at this guy. Dang. I didn't expect to pull anything out of this booster bundle today, but here we are. All right, let's take a look at the back of this one. There is one little speck of lightning, but my question is, does it, like, sometimes you can just wipe it off. No, that one's not gonna go away. I'm probably gonna put this in my binder, but wow, okay. We got a hit, a decent hit too. I like this, I like the art on this Hydreigon, or Hydreigon, I can't say that one. All right, let me stop my recording there. I'm just gonna throw this in my binder. It's always a bummer though when you get a card that's this well centered and there's a whitening on a corner when you turn it over. I was a little bit bummed, but all good. Don't block Louis, Lukesh. I think he just had a glitch on his phone. Yeah, it's all good to mute for this live, though. I think he was just visiting and his phone glitched out, but feel free to unmute him. I don't think he'll spam anymore. I think his phone was, you know, when you like try to send something and you have bad connection and it sends like 5 of the same message. I think that's what happened. And sounds good, Noah. Let's see. And sorry about that, Louis. I have Lukesh being a mod since it's hard for me to pay attention to the chat sometimes, and your phone went crazy and spammed us for a minute. It's all good. All right, can we get another hit out of this Surging Sparks bundle? That was wild. I didn't have any high hopes. It was a bundle I got pretty scalpy prices on Amazon, but I needed to make my minimum to get my cough drop things, or my sore throat drops, so apparently luck was in my favor for getting a SIR this morning. All right, let's see if we can keep the train running. Can we get Booty Pikachu? That would be insane if I got that out of this bundle too. I very, very highly doubt there's going to be another hit in this bundle, but I'd love to be surprised. And there's not in that first pack. And let's see what happens in this one. Can we get a hit? We got the Hydreigon SIR, or Hydreigon, I don't know, whatever. It's one of those ways. And so let's see. It would be absolutely wild, though, if Booty Pikachu was in this pack. I think I would lose my mind this morning. The Zelf, nothing, Skarmory, and Rabska. What's up, Rare Candy Show? Good to see you. I'm just testing out cameras this morning, so I figured I'd open a few packs while I adjust my camera mounts a little bit. And sounds good. Thanks, Louie. Good seeing you. And post the video later if you rip the Phantasmal and Mega Evolution blisters, because I'm curious to see if you got any hits. And if you pull a Venusaur and you want to sell it, hit me up, because I'm about to give up and just buy a Venusaur. Oh, and thanks for the follow. Shep, appreciate you. I'm surprised at how many people are watching this stream with the title being testing camera mounts. But I guess once you see the stream, you're like, oh, he's actually ripping some packs. So I'll rip a few more. And everybody should also feel free to follow Louis, Lukesh, all the regulars that are in this chat pretty regularly. Jace is another one that is always in here. I feel like Snorlax Steve has been here a lot later, or a lot recently. So yeah, lots of people are showing up as regulars. Pretty cool. And it was cool yesterday because one of the guys that works for the Rip and Shipper Cash Cards Unlimited, we started following each other, and he jumped into my stream and then he shared it, and he's got like 15,000 followers. And then Lukesh noticed that one of his followers had 90,000 and joined the live as well. So that was pretty cool. Those were definitely the biggest like creators so far I think I've had in a live. One note, by the way, is I'm gonna do some kind of push to get a really big live going in like the next few weeks, and I'll schedule it out, and then anybody that's a regular, I'm gonna have you help me try to share it with others. If we get like 100 concurrent people like all on the stream at the same time, I will rip that Prismatic Evolution Pokemon Center ETB in my background. And if not, I'm gonna wait until I get like close to either 7,500 or 10,000 followers to rip that, but let's be honest, I'm going to rip it at some point. Speaking of, let's rip these Journey Together boosters. I want to open it, though. There's a God Pack in there. I know there is. There's got to be. Also, I kind of want the promo card to grade, the Pokemon Center stamped version. I would be devastated, though, if it's got whitening on it or is badly centered. Ends Castle. Ooh, all right. Spiky Energy. I don't have this gold energy card yet, so that's a pretty cool one. I personally like the gold cards. I know they're not all super valuable, and they got real common there at the end of like Scarlet and Violet, but this one's pretty nice looking. And yeah, luck is here today. I don't know what's going on, but I started off the morning with good luck. Maybe it's because I started ripping before noon West Coast time today. Let's see if pack number 2's got anything in it. All right, we got Shelgon, Silicobra, and Hop Snorlax. All right, I'm just going to rip the rest of this journey this morning. All right, Lukesh, it might be your Wi-Fi if you're like on home Wi-Fi. Especially if your family uses the Wi-Fi router that was given by the ISP. I've always found that the ISP routers like absolutely destroy streaming quality, especially. And packs and promo potentially tomorrow. Oh, today's President's Day, so they're not shipping mail today. So it might actually be closer to Wednesday or Thursday because of that. Because I was expecting a shipment today too with some of the like older packs I like to open, and that's not going to come till tomorrow either. Gotcha. Yeah, if you have Xfinity and the router isn't one you bought from like, or your family bought from Best Buy or something, that could 100% be the issue, especially if somebody else. What I've noticed with the ISP routers that they give you is the biggest problem they have is that if like somebody's streaming content in one room on a phone or on a TV or something, and then somebody else is streaming, like they don't do good at quality of service routing, so it can bottleneck really badly sometimes. I don't know if you like your parents work from home, but that would especially make it worse if somebody's on Zoom. I have fiber at my house, and then I have I bought the most expensive Netgear mesh router you can like literally buy right now, the like Orbi 970. So my connection is like always insanely good, but even every now and then if both my roommate and my fiance are streaming 4K HDR content in two different TVs, I'll get a little bit of a hiccup here. I definitely recommend like a mesh router, depending on how big your house is. And if you have 2 stories, those mesh routers work really well. Cause it might be like, if you're in a room that's like a little bit further away from the router right now, that could definitely be causing those issues. I'm like really, really crazy about Wi-Fi quality too, because I hate when things lag for me. Being, especially working in tech, like things cannot lag. And then Rare Candy Show, I also play. I just got back into playing too. I've only done one pre-release event so far for Phantasmal, but I'm gonna do one for Perfect Order, and then I'm gonna start getting into some of the local leagues here in Vegas. And what brand is the router? I'm just curious. And how big is your house? Because if it's more than like 2,000 square feet and that's the only router in your house or access point, then it could 100% be a distance thing too. All right, let me start this next one. All right, so we got two more Journey Together to Journey Together with. Said that weird that time. All right, let's see what we got in pack 1 for this video that I'm pre-recording. Paris, Bennett, Magirna. We got nothing that first one. Really liking this spiky energy though, this gold energy card. It's pretty cool. And let's see if there's anything in this second one. Voltorb, Oinkologne, and Metagross. All right, nothing in there. Let me, I do notice when I'm looking at my TikTok stream, the frame rate is slightly lower than it is on my other OBS sources. So once I go off stream, I'll troubleshoot that a little bit. There could be a little bit of lag going on too. What's up, PokeCash? Good to see you again. How are things in, I would say your neck of the woods, but your neck of the woods is the same neck of the woods as mine. So I would say, how are things like 4 miles from my house? And like where you live in Vegas, do you get the F-35s flying over your house sometimes? Because whenever they fly over my house, like I have plantation shutters on my windows and it legitimately shakes the shutters. And like I love it though, personally. Like I've always been a plane guy, like ever since I was a kid, but it's pretty wild sometimes when you're just like sitting in your house and like your whole house starts to shake because of a plane. Lately, it's been nights. I think there's been like C-17 or B-1 training runs at night, and they fly directly over my house in like all in a row when they're coming into land at Nellis. But yeah, I love it too. Like since I've always been into planes, and I have so many friends in the military and stuff. Like I just like I look up in the sky some days, and I'm like, oh, I'm getting a big dose of America today. Wait, did Obama say like? And that's not political. Like, I will talk aliens all day. Did Obama really say that? Like, do you have like a source in like the media or like a video? Because I wanna see that. I'm super curious because I'm big into like I'm convinced that we can't be alone in the universe, and there's got to be somebody else out there, right? So that's absolutely wild, and he's not the only one, right? Like, there's been a bunch of whistleblowers over the past couple of years testifying to the Senate. The problem that I've had so far is a lot of it is third party or like third hand information or second hand at least, where it's like, oh, well, this guy that's in this position told me that he's seen the aliens. Oh, damn. Oh, okay. He said he saw them. All right. From what I understand too, and we won't get into the politics of either president, but from what I understand, somebody's come out recently from Trump's cabinet and said that there's a speech written for this administration for Trump to announce that we're not alone in the universe. And so there's a non-zero chance that somebody's going to tell us that aliens are real soon. And that is absolutely wild. If that happens, like, I think the only reason that they wouldn't do it is because it probably disproves every single major religion, and that would cause like holy wars and riots and stuff like that. So it's wild. And yeah, yeah, exactly. That's like the big concern, I think, is that it could cause like uprisings and like just like civil unrest and stuff. People who have believed so diehard in whatever religion they believe in, or all of a sudden like it was all BS, just made up. And you know what would be ironic though is if the aliens came down and is like, this other religion that none of you know about at all, that's the real one, and they can't prove that one either. That I would laugh so hard if like they just have like their own version of what we have. But yeah, I think honestly, something is going to get announced within our lifetimes, if not within the next decade. Yeah, I've heard some rumors about that one too. Like that would be that's nuts. There's so much nuts stuff going on right now, and like the craziest thing is going to be if we really did know about aliens since Roswell, and it's been like almost 100 years. And then yeah, that how awesome would it be? It'd be like, wait, Pokemon were based off of animals on a different planet, and it was just some guy who knew. And we can go pet a real Pikachu someday. Like, let's go, let's fly me to that planet. I'm gonna go catch my Pikachu. Oh man, that would be that's like a fever dream come true. It's a real Pokédex. Like there's actually a Professor Oak, and he looks exactly like that on this planet. And like they just roll down in their UFO. They're like, "Come catch our Pokemon with us." Yeah, yeah. Ash is real. The Mewtwo Mew thing was real. Ash really did get like set in stone that time and all that. Like that'd be so crazy, but you never know. All of that being said, there's also a non-zero chance that this entire universe is genuinely a simulation. So maybe the aliens are real in our simulation. Also, one of the other things that I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I like to have these thought exercises about things like aliens and like different dimensions and time travel and stuff like that. And it does make me wonder sometimes, are the UFOs we see that can't be identified, that are like, even the government's like, we have no idea what that is that just us from like 1,000 years in the future as tourists looking at the past? And obviously you can't meddle with the past, so you're just flying above it, like looking at all the like, this is what New York City looked like in 2026. Like that's, I don't know. It makes me wonder, like, are we the aliens? And like it's just us in the future. I can talk about that stuff all day. All right, let me rip these next two packs real quick. And yeah, in the topic of aliens and life being seeded, oh, there's the ashtray hat guy. And like alien life being seeded, it's also like, did our DNA get put here by humans from another place, like thousands of years ago or millions of years ago? Excelgor, Corviknight. All right, we got a restroom, so we didn't get nothing. All right. Can we get another hit before the end of this booster box? We did okay with this booster box, honestly, but I'd like to get another hit. What is going on? Why is something stuck here? Oh, there we go. Beldum. All right, we got Wooloo. I don't have this one yet, and that is a really cool looking card. I really like the art on this. And let's look at what the back looks like, because that's my thing. Whitening. 3 out of 4 corners have whitening. This will look nice in my binder. I kind of like that I have the light right next to my camera now, because you can really see like the reflection of the holo on all of the art, which I think is kind of cool. Yeah, this would definitely be like an 8. I think there's just too much whitening on it. But it'll look really pretty in my binder, like I said. Let me look at the, I'm curious though, like the whole Dark Forest theory. Like what if aliens are real, and the reason that we don't see them all the time is because everybody's hiding from the scariest aliens. And so I'm always curious about that too. Like not all aliens out there are going to be good guys, I'm sure. Like there's got to be like the Borg type of aliens. versus like, Vulcans. Let's see. Anyone down to trade Paldean Fates for 151? Like sealed Paldean Fates? For sealed 151 packs, I'm guessing? Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't have any sealed 151. Everything I have for. Actually, my fiance's boss is a Pokemon collector too, and he was asking if I had any sealed 151, like bundles or ETBs, and I just laughed. I'm like, if I had those, A, I would have ripped them already, and B, I don't think I'd be willing to give them up for like, because he was looking for affordable 151 packs, and I'm like, well, no. I'm like, if I have them, I'm ripping them. That's awesome. I've pulled every SIR pretty much except the Zard, but I ended up buying the Zard as a PSA 10 when it was kind of lower in value. So I don't regret that. It's a great card. Yeah, Paldean Fates has gotten expensive recently too. I was very thankful to get all those great Tusk Iron Fate, whatever, Iron Tread collection boxes from the Walmart drop a couple months ago, but I ripped all of them and I didn't even get a single SIR. So I was bummed. I got lots of shinies though, so that was cool. All right, let's see how it does. I'll open up 2 more packs, Lakesh, and we can see if that helped for your setup. All right, last 2 Journey Together packs here. Let's see what happens. Can we get another hit before the end of this box? Well, we're at the end of this box. I should say, can we get another hit at the end of this box? Purloin, Pancham. All right, we got the ultra rare Lily's Clefairy. This isn't my favorite art for an ultra rare, but it's not the worst either. Hey, it's not a clean card. I almost said, hey, it's a clean card, and then I saw the whitening. But not too bad. And let's see. Let me stop that video for a second. What's up, Chicho Man? How you been? And yeah, honestly, like the Bubble Mew is definitely one that I'm chasing, and it's really hard to pull apparently. And this box has been stacked. The lighting isn't great depending on how close to my camera I am, but I've noticed that if I change the lighting to make it a little bit brighter, it washes out the colors of the card whenever I'm ripping. So I gotta adjust that a little and see what actually is better. Let me see if this is gonna make it more blue, but yeah, I made it worse. Let me fix that one. Let me see if adjusting this one up one, it's a little washed out, but let's see what happens. Oh no, it's that time of day where the sun comes through my shutters and goes directly in my eyes. Oh, whoops. All right, we're gonna rip this one, see what happens here. Last pack, can we get a big hit here? Probably not, because we already got a bunch of big hits in this box, but maybe. Nimble, Comfy, and nothing. All right, well, we got a bunch of hits in this booster box, honestly. I'm pretty impressed with how many hits we did get. If I recall correctly, we got at least 1 SIR at the start of the box. I gotta go back and look at what it was again. Let's see. Oh, right, we got Zoroark. We got the promo card Reshiram, obviously, and then that Bellibolt came from a bundle before that. But yeah, and there was a bunch of illustration rare hits and stuff that I have somewhere on my desk here that I think I still have. Just curious to go back and look and see what some of these were. That one, this one. Those are all promo cards that I was organizing. Yeah, some of these were from that box. These are some of the older packs and some Destined. Yeah, and there's a bunch of like random full art trainer cards and some of these like, I don't think those are from Prismatic, but yeah, honestly, we did pretty well with this box and I was pretty happy with that. And I have to go through the rest of these full art trainers and index them soon. Oh, it's the Japanese stuff. I'm like, where was the rest of my? And then obviously all these too. So that was Surging Sparks, but the rest of these are Journey. So pretty good honestly this week. I looked at what my submissions were. I realized I already did a submission for this, so because that has that like kind of whitening on the corner, I might not submit this one. I might just leave it in my binder, but I don't know yet. I'm gonna see what that last Zoroark gets before I decide anything there. But let me put this away. I think I'm going to save the Destin for another day since I don't have a bunch of product coming in until Ascended comes in. But I do have good news. Good news for anybody that likes to watch my content. The Dragon, or that one is a SIR. It's got the 2 gold stars. So that one is indeed an SIR. Elgato key light. Yeah, I'm gonna look into doing an overhead light. I have a huge ring light like facing me, but the problem is that I need another light that's facing my desk, and I just have this really like crappy like clip-on light thing here that I'm using right for now. But definitely gonna try to use something better in the coming weeks for sure. Yeah, because my POV cam, that's also Elgato, so I feel like I should just get the light and maybe the bigger mount arm so that I can do better overhead stuff. But actually, when I was doing card sorting yesterday, I felt like the angle was much better than it had been in the past. Let's see. Yeah, what's up, Jace? I was just testing my camera, and then I decided to rip some stuff while I was testing, so I changed my lighting a bit. I'm going to continue to adjust that though and probably get like a key light or something because I don't love the way the lighting angle is right now. But then pulled Lily's Clefairy, pulled this Spiky Energy, and then I bought a booster bundle. And this Wooloo, and then I got a booster bundle of Surging Sparks, and this came out of it. So been a good morning, honestly. I was pleasantly surprised with that one in particular. And let's see. Oh yeah, so y'all should be excited because I decided this morning to buy more Ascended Heroes product. So coming this week should be at least 3 ETBs, 2 Pokemon Center ETBs, and then a whole case of tins. But then I also bought stuff that will come in March now. So I decided to buy the poster collections because I want the promo card for Lucario and Gardevoir. And so I bought those. I bought the pin collection, and then I bought like whatever the 3 other like figure collections or something else that's dropping in March is. Oh yeah, and then Charizard tins are coming sometime this week. So I just saw on FedEx the Pokemon Center ETBs are actually starting to get ready to ship out of California in wherever they're chilling until release day. And then the Mega Charizard tins should be here, I would guess, by end of this week or so. And any good finds locally? Nothing lately. I bought some rip and ship packs from Many Realms the other day just because they were online, and I like to give them my business if they have good deals on packs. And I think that day, Destined Rivals, they were doing like 5 packs for $40 or something. So it was good enough where I was like, all right, I'll just see if they can rip them. I honestly don't remember if I got any really big hits though, because I was like half paying attention. I was just trying to like give them some business. But yeah, I should have more packs by tomorrow for some older packs. And so I might do a stream tomorrow, but more likely I'll do my next one on Wednesday or so when I have a little bit more product again. And then as soon as I get some Ascended Heroes, I'm 100% doing a stream. So sometime Friday, I will be on streaming. I will have at least 1 ETB in hand. So I'll do that for recording my video for the drawing or the winner. And then I'm going to rip that ETB and then send the winner one that comes in like a week from then. Because I'm not going to wait to rip one for myself. That's crazy. So definitely we'll do that on Friday, and we'll have at least 11 packs of Ascended to rip, plus we'll check out the ETB's promo card and stuff. Does anybody know what the promo card is for Ascended ETB? I haven't looked it up, and I wasn't ever paying attention to it. And yeah, PokeCash, as far as I know, the next thing that's coming up is I might sit outside of Barnes and Noble on Friday. I feel like Best Buy is going to have too big of a line, and I just don't want to deal with that. But I feel like less people know that Barnes and Noble should have some stuff on release day. So I might go to the closest, I guess Summerlin Barnes and Noble is probably the closest to me. And I might go and just wait in line there and see if I can get anything. But like I said, because GameStop doesn't have MSRP anymore, it kind of pushes literally everybody to Best Buy on release Fridays because Walmart and Target randomly seem to restock on Wednesdays or Thursdays. And yeah, I might do that for the Prismatic Pokemon Center ETBs. But I kind of like keeping that one like as a display piece. And then I don't know. I honestly think I'm just going to keep that sealed, and then depending on if I can get these Prismatic Super Premium collections from Sam's Club in a couple weeks, if I manage to get 4 of those, I will just rip 3 of those and keep the 4th one of that sealed too. Oh yeah, Best Buy has that limit of 1, don't they? And yeah, Barnes and Noble's not going to have enough, but I don't know. I might just like go down there around like 8:30 in the morning and just sit in my fold out chair and see what happens at Barnes and Noble. Because they don't open till like 10. So if there's a big line like there is at Best Buy, by the time I get to Barnes and Noble, I'll just go home. Or I'll at least drive over to, I think most of my pre-orders for this round of Ascended is at Power 9 Games. So I'll probably go drive across town, go over there into the hood and go pick up my ATB. It's like such a random place to have such a big card shop here. Like they have to be one of the biggest card shops in Vegas for like how much product they always have, but like they're in the middle of the hood. And we need a really good card shop up here. I don't really like that Legacy one. I feel like they're like those gatekeepy kind of nerds. Whenever I've gone in there, I've just gotten the vibe like they don't want me in there because I'm not like their kind of nerdy cool. And I don't know. Some of the local shops, I get that vibe whenever I go in those. But I love Many Realms. Night and Day is fine from like I want to play a game there perspective, but their prices are terrible. Yeah, Legacy is the weird one for sure. The weirdest. Power 9 is not the greatest from like a service perspective and a price, and they're scalpers at this point for prices, but they do have the like most consistent stock out of the whole city, I want to say, where I've realized you can add stuff to wishlist that's out of stock at Power 9, and their like system is so bad that as long as you set up like a VIP alert in your phone for that their email address, you can pretty much tell like the moment that they drop new stock for stuff that you're looking for. And yeah, that's the one that I typically try to pre-order from. The other one that I typically pre-order from kind of often, depending on if I can get in on the first round of their pre-orders, is Hypno Comics out in Pahrump. If you get in on their first round of pre-orders, typically stuff is just a little bit above MSRP. That's where I got a bunch of Perfect Order booster boxes for like 180 or so. But then for Hypno Comics right now, the Ascended ETBs are crazy expensive, so it's tough to work with them. I went to the Crossing, the one that like Steve Aoki co-owns or something, that's in Shanghai Plaza the other week, and they're like the worst scalper prices I've seen in the city. And where is Phantasma? Is that one in like Henderson or something? Oh yeah, that's kind of far for us. Yeah, I would love to see like a Many Realms style shop open up like in Centennial area. The fact that like Legacy is our main shop means we need a better shop up here. And then like there's one other shop up here, but a lot of these shops I think are like fronts for somebody to rip and ship online. So they'll like advertise themselves as being like a wizard seller or like a Pokemon seller, but then you like go and look up where that shop is and it's like somebody's like garage. I've definitely like, because I've like looked online a couple times and I've been like, how do I get to this shop? And I looked at it on the map and I'm like, this is literally some dude's like backyard. So, yeah. I guess the local shop that everybody goes to for drops, according to the guys at Many Realms, is Brad's Toys. But they say the lines at Brad's Toys on like drop days or on release days is like you got to get there like 5 a.m. So yeah, I'm not thrilled at how hard it is to get Ascended in particular, but I think I'm also not willing to pay scalper prices for all of the product I get for it. So hopefully I manage to get my hands on some more in the near term. It's just unfortunate that the release schedule for this set is so staggered, because the most I was able to get was pre-orders of booster bundles for Ascended. And like Destined Rivals has become now, I'm convinced that the booster bundles are going to be the way to buy that set more affordably for the foreseeable future. And what's up, Bailey's Poke Corner? Yeah, I can't imagine how not fun it's going to be for any of us to try to get ETBs on Friday that we hadn't pre-ordered already. I'm not happy about the whole situation, but I am thankful at least I got Pokemon Center ETBs coming, and like I said, I'm gonna rip one of them. I don't care. I'm not gonna leave one of them sealed because it's just worth ripping one of those. Also, I'll grade the Pokemon Center promo card for that one. So yeah, let's see. We're almost at noon. I've been on for 45. I should probably go and finish the startup side project work that I owe people right now. My meeting was supposed to be at 9 and it got moved to 3, so I bought myself some more time to procrastinate. So I should probably do that and go make lunch. And let's see. Yeah, let's do a co-host one of these days, PokeCash, and maybe we can do something like that for the Ascended drop, since if you got the Pokemon Center ETB, we should both have the product by Friday at the very latest. So definitely down to do that. I think that'd be a good draw to get people into both of our lives going forward. So super down for that. Let's chat in DMs when it gets closer to Friday and see what schedules are looking like and stuff like that. And then yeah, I'm excited though. This set, I know I keep saying it, but this set has the best art I've seen, maybe out of any set. Like, the fact that there's 2 different Pikachu SIRs that I want from this one set is crazy to me. And then you got awesome Dragonite, decent. I don't love the Mega Gengar. I think it looks weird with that third eye, but I get why other people really like it. But man, this set has such good art, and I'm excited. So yeah, I'm gonna sign off for a bit here. I will be back possibly tomorrow, but more likely Wednesday or Thursday. And then definitely we'll be back Friday to do Ascended stuff, but I'll probably have one more live session between now and Ascended release. And yeah, Mega Gengar would be perfect if shiny. I want, my chase card is definitely the SIR Pikachu that doesn't have the like prismatic looking crown. Like, I want both the Pikachus, but the one that looks like Pikachu in the Forest SIR is beautiful. Also can see why it's now become the most expensive card in the set. And like, whoever decided to put all the good art in one set is both a genius and the worst, because now it's going to be even harder to acquire these packs. Yeah, for real. And I want it so bad. Like, there's not a better card in that set, like, in my opinion. I guess it depends. I'm a Pikachu guy, so I'm always going to chase the Pikachus. But man, the Lily's Clefairy, actually, now that I think about it, I kind of like that one. I don't think I like it more than the one that's in my background here from Journey Together, but I do like the Lily's Clefairies too. And yeah, they do need to split it up. I don't know what happened. I think that, like, because of the way they released the Japanese sets and the way they versus the English ones, it kind of all got bottlenecked into this one special set, and now we're all going to pay for it in a bad way, I guess. But yeah, so I'm going to take a break for now. I hope that anybody that gets Ascended this week also gets a God Pack, myself included. I definitely hope that for me, but hope that for everybody else as well. So yeah, I will continue to be on some lives throughout the week. I will post ahead of time the schedule once I know kind of what my pack situation looks like going into the next few days. As soon as I get the Charizard tins, I'll definitely do a live. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with me this morning. Watch me rip a couple packs and adjust my cameras, and I'm going to keep trying to make these cameras better. So thanks again, y'all, and I will talk to y'all soon.